Welcome back to another episode of Lil's at Home. This is day 5 of me vlogging every day on this brand new channel just to see what happens, just to speak from the heart, provide you with some value based on moments and life experiences that I've gone through in hopes to either uplift, encourage you, motivate you, or just feel better about your day. So today is actually election day. And I don't know, I think as I know we're not going to get the results tonight, I'm not really fully committed or invested in what's happening at the moment because we've been so consumed with it for months, years, but more so in the last 100 days or so, that I felt like today was a good day to just kind of stay off of social media as much as I could. Right now I'm actually just watching Kai Cenat stream with Glorilla, so that's like a fun addition to my evening. And I'm about to make dinner, nothing fancy. I'll probably just make a sandwich. I bought my favorite chips, so or maybe a cheeseburger. I think that's a little fancy, but other than that, I'm really just focused on getting through today. I think in upcoming videos I want to talk about my debt payoff journey and where I'm at, and kind of open that dialogue to people, because I'm not gonna lie, this has been the toughest year for me financially. For those that don't know, I am self-employed, and if you are self-employed, please tell me about your journey and how it's been. But it requires a lot of work to run your own business. As much as I love and value my freedom, my location independence, it requires a lot of effort to make, excuse me, I'm shaking the phone, to make things happen. And I feel like this year, although it has been my toughest year financially, it has been the best year so far in terms of lessons, in terms of challenging myself, facing financial fears that I think have prevented me from really pushing, and not pushing, but really facing my money traumas. And I had a moment today where I kind of broke down and I got really sad. I got really sad, I think, because November is one of the busiest months for me personally in terms of birthdays, holidays, travel, and this is the least prepared I've ever been. And it's giving me a little bit of anxiety because I haven't gotten paid in a couple of weeks. And I think that's also why the election's not really top of mind because your girl's got to survive out here. And I realized I broke down because there was a moment today where I was like, dang, I got to go do laundry. And I had the opportunity to go do laundry. I don't have a washer and dryer here, but I had the opportunity to go do laundry. But I was like, dang, I haven't really sat with the money I have right now. I got to do my budget. I got to see, where I can move things and whatnot. And it just made me really, really sad. It made me really sad and a little depressed. And I was just like, okay, we got to embrace this. It's happening. We're here. There's nothing I can do about it now. I don't need to do laundry. I have plenty of underwear, socks, t-shirts, hoodies. Like, I'm not going to go cold or bare. It was more so the fact that I couldn't just do it on the spot, and at 40 years old, being in debt, being self-employed, and trying to find new ways to make money, or sticking to the one way that makes you money, but also realizing it is a slower season, it's an election year, that has taken a toll on me. And I spent a lot of this year really working on my mental health, and I'm so grateful for that, because it truly is my relationship with God that has been the savior of moments like this. Because I would say 4 or 5 months ago, like the end of the spring, early summer, I had 3 times the amount of money in my savings, and I was miserable. Every time I had to transfer money or couldn't, my credit card debts weren't going down, I'd get so down and out. I'd be so scared, like, my money's running out. And I'd almost be like paralyzed in my own fears and insecurities around that. But I didn't do anything to quite change. And I think these last 5 months has really taught me that, one, to lean on God. Lean on God for everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, the in between. 2, I shouldn't have been scared. I wasn't really aware of my situation. I thought I was financially literate, which I am, but I think there's levels to this, and I wasn't ever going to the next level with anything, not even my business, my career. And I feel like now that things have been stripped away, especially financially, and the fact that I'm sitting here in good spirits, happy when I get $20, I got a random $40 deposit yesterday from my Patreon account. And if anyone wants to join, I do have a private Patreon account where I do coaching for real estate transaction coordinators as well as those that are self-employed. It is focused on TCs, but maybe I'll start one, just for the general public as well. But I also am a life coach. So if you want one-on-one coaching, just go to the link in the description. But this season of being, money being stripped away, leaving my bank account, being in debt, because I have not been in debt for 10 years. And like I said, I will talk about this in future vlogs, but I just want to open up this dialogue because not being in debt for 10 years and then getting back in debt at an age where you're technically societally, based on society's standards, and I had to shake those standards out of my mind, is that at 40, you have to have it all together. You have to have a house, you have to have a car, you have to have no debt, you have to have a strong savings, retirement. And it's just like, I got caught up in all of that, and I just lost sight of the true value and definition of wealthy, rich really means, right? And my mindset, even just 5 months ago, is completely different from where it is today. And as scary as it is to, either be in debt, be in the red, overdraft, or miss a credit card payment, because that has happened, full transparency, I didn't let it ruin my day. I didn't let it ruin my life. I was letting those things ruin my life for a good amount of time. Probably 40 years of my life, at least my adulthood, up until just 5 months ago, as I was starting to shed those layers of insecurity with my money. But I just wanted to open up this dialogue. I'm going to be talking more about my debt journey, how I'm paying things off, how much debt I have. So stay tuned for that. But it is election night, so I'm just going to keep chilling, watching Kai Cenat and Glorilla make some dinner and just relax. And God, please let these results result. This is another episode of Lils at Home. It's your girl Lils, and check out the description to reach out for me for one-on-one coaching, as well as comment what your thoughts on my journey, on your journey. How is your journey with paying off debt going? How do you feel about money and debt and all this? It's a deep seated, layered conversation that I didn't realize was so ingrained in me, even after doing a lot of work over the years and educating myself. It is a deep conversation that I think needs to be had. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, and comment. But if you had to pick one out of 3, I would say please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.